I've been selling things on Amazon for 7 years now. Holy Kaleido. So in this video, I want to give you 3 tips that I think everybody who's just getting started on Amazon ought to listen to. Certainly something that I wish somebody would have told me when I was starting my own Amazon FBA journey. Now, if you like the kind of information where I'm helping you build your e-commerce business, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. That way I'll know you want more information just like this. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Post brand new money making information just like this each and every day. If you've got any questions or comments, comment below. I'll answer personally for you. With that being said, let me show you the tips. So I've got 3 tips for you that I wish I would have known before I've got started. Like, I've been selling on Amazon now for 7 or 8 years, something like that. Like a long time. And so I had to think really hard about this. But my 3 tips are: tip number 1, something we've discussed already tonight. It doesn't need to be perfect. So when I first got started, it took me forever to get something up because I came from an affiliate marketing background. And in affiliate marketing, we were incredibly data driven in what we were doing. And so I used that same kind of rigorous data-driven approach and applied it to Amazon, which is not the way to do it. It's not the way to do it. You have to think differently for Amazon than I did as an affiliate marketer. And so it took me forever to get something up because I was trying to make it perfect. It's never perfect. The thing that I really learned was it's better to get something up and then alter course as you're going along. That's the better thing to do. Get something up and then alter course as you're going along. Tweak it, alter it as you're going along, okay? Next, this is a big one. I see this mistake made quite often. Do not spend all your money on stock. Don't spend all your money on stock. You have to keep some of your budget back. For things like, I mean, this is a good example, for things like images. You know, images is 90% of the game when it comes to making sales on Amazon. Good images are 90% of the game. Like, you can have an amazing product, but if your images are shit, then it's pretty hard to make it work. There are some niches where that's less important, but in general, images are massively important. You want to make sure you retain some of your cash to get good images done. And now more than ever, you'll need some money to do Amazon PPC as well, especially through the launch phase, for instance. That's going to be important for you as well, okay? So you got to save some of your money. You can't spend it all on your stock, okay? That's a good tip. Final thing. This is a negotiating tip for your suppliers. So a lot of people approach supplier negotiations in a very adversarial kind of way. Like, the supplier is the enemy and you've got to nail down the price as hard as you possibly can and be a complete bastard to them to get the price that you want, to get it as low as you possibly can, okay? And that's all wrong. I believe that's all wrong. You've got to kind of approach this and think about it from their side of the table. Much, much better to think about this from their side of the table. Think about what they're trying to achieve, what their constraints are as a factory, and what they're hoping to get out of the relationship with you, okay? You want to develop long-term relationships. And so what typically happens when a factory gets really screwed down on price is they will either cut corners in the manufacturing process and remove elements that are expensive so they can reduce their costs, or they will reduce the quality of the materials that have been used, again, so they can reduce their costs, okay? So they've got their costs. They've got employees, they've got rent, they've got developmental costs, they've got all those different things that they've got to cover. And they've got to make a profit too, of course. And so your job, I believe, is to get a fair price. That's what I believe the task is, okay? And clearly there's a lot of different understandings about what is a fair price. And most people are worried about getting ripped off by overpaying, but there's a simple way around that. Something I've taught many times before, easy way around that. And so they look to kind of screw versus look to collaborate. If you can get a supplier on your side, it's worth its weight in gold. It's absolutely worth its weight in gold, from getting supplier terms to getting pushed to the front of the queue when Moon Festival is on or things like that. All these little things really add up in your e-commerce journey. So I would say a big tip is don't over negotiate. Recognize what's going on for them too. Okay, that was a video from the Monday night regular Q&A session I host with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are the fastest growing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs right here in Australia. Over 2,500 members and growing, with sales, by the way, of over $50 million. Now, if you're not in Australia, no worries at all. You can still come and join us. And to find out more about what we do, and of course to join us as well, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link is below for that. That's www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. And I will see you on the next video. Till then, have a great one. Make some cash. Bye.